This is Aaron Hughes. I'm with Kristianna, and this is a 7 Aura series. How are you feeling?
I'm feeling good. How are you?
I'm feeling good. I hope you feel good. You had a great performance today.
Thank you.
Now, I have to ask, the pinkest set of the aura, I loved it. What made you decide on that color?
I really love pink. It's one of my favorite colors. I feel like it brings like a sense of softness, but also it can kind of be like sexy at the same time.
Okay. So, is that how you would describe your music? You know, if someone didn't know who Kristianna is, how would you describe your music to them?
My music is real. I write
Okay.
about things that I go through or things that I've like witnessed. And I feel like that does take a lot of softness. I feel like you have to be able to be vulnerable, to put yourself out there, to like talk about things that are, close to you.
Okay. How was it being comfortable on the mic? Were you always comfortable? Or like it took some time to get used to?
It took me a long time.
Okay.
Like back in the day, people asked me to sing, I'd be like, no. I literally just wouldn't. And then when I first started singing out, like I would have anxiety the whole day, like I wouldn't eat. It was a lot. But now, I can just hop up there and do what I got to do. So it took some time, but I feel good.
When did you feel like you got used to actually performing and stuff like that then?
Probably within the last, I'd say like 5 or 6 years. Just like doing it more and more.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right.
Getting good feedback too.
Okay.
That helps.
So your first single, Colorblind, came out in 2014. How would you describe this whole journey of yours?
Since then?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. That was a long time ago. That was the first song that I ever like really wrote and recorded. And it was actually for like a contest, I think, at school. So it was like on theme. And that was also about like my life, the things that I went through growing up with my family. And I would say you can see the growth with the music that I'm writing now, like vocally, and also just like performance-wise too.
So your album, Too Late to Be Sorry, came out in 2019, and then the pandemic happened. How was all that? How did that feel when it got conspired?
It wasn't fun. So in my band, we had like a lot of things set for that summer, 2020. We had shows after shows, and we felt like we were finally getting into that, like, okay, this is happening now. And literally every show got canceled. We couldn't see each other, like we couldn't practice. And, just being stuck in the house, like the motivation would come and go, but really it was gone. So it's taken me some time to get back to writing and just like getting back into that music.
Okay. So how do you feel like you've changed as an artist since that happened? Since like your debut, since the pandemic? How have you changed, you felt?
Listening back now, like even to Too Late to Be Sorry, like I still love that album. That was my first. But I feel like I've grown in like vocally. Listening to it, there's things that I would have changed or that I would change if I could.
Like what?
Just like the way that I sing certain things, certain notes. And just trying to like really perfect the craft, like making sure that each time I do something, it's better than the last.
Okay. So like in Too Late to Be Sorry, like songs like Twisted and other ones, Blacked Out, you focus on relationship issues and communication. How important is that for you?
It's very important. I'm a very open person, and like I said, like my stuff is real. So I'm telling you what's on my mind. And I just expect that if we're in a partnership, it should be reciprocated. And that's where a lot of that music actually came from, was there was no reciprocation. I felt like I was just in it, and, I wasn't getting that feeling back.
So when you make music, who do you believe you're making it for? Yourself, your audience? Who do you envision when you make music?
Myself. I'm not gonna lie. I mean, partially.
Yeah.
I think at first it starts with what I'm going through or really just what's in my head. And because the ideas are coming from me, so I'm trying to figure out, like, is this something that I would listen to? If I heard this on the radio, what would I think? And, it's nice to get great feedback from people. It's really nice to hear that they like enjoy what you create. But at the same time, like, I just feel like this is a passion of mine. Like, I'm doing this because I love to do it.
When did you first find that love for music, making music? When we were like young, like during college, when did you realize like this is my thing?
I think in college, after I did the first song, Colorblind,
Okay.
it was just a way different experience, just being in the studio, writing, working with people. And after that, I just wanted to keep going.
Okay. So you said talking about working with people, you're in a group called Day Nights. How did you guys find each other? Because your style is similar, but there's still contrasting differences.
Actually, my friend Tim, he was in another band called Abe Maybe, and they needed a background singer. And he was like, hey, you want to come try? I'm like, okay. So we did that for a couple years, and then the band like split. So some of us had stayed together, and then we grabbed somebody else to come play with us, and it just became a whole new band, whole new sound, and none of them sing. I was the only singer, so we just started writing, and we've been together ever since.
Okay. What would you say is your favorite part of the music process? You know, some people enjoy producing, some love making the bridges, songwriting. What do you feel like you shine?
Definitely the lyrics. I really like to write, and I really like to try to find lyrics that are going to speak to people, different vocabulary. I don't like to do like cliche, like, like pop hits. Like, I like to really think about what I'm saying and how I'm saying it so that when the delivery comes, oh, that was a bar, you know?
What do you feel like you have planned for in the future? You know, you've released a few singles since then. You did a debut album. What do you feel like is next for you to come?
I would like to work on some new stuff, maybe a new album to come. I think that still trying to get in that headspace of where I was, before the pandemic, and just getting that creativity flowing again so that I can work on new music. I've had a little bit of a writer's block, but I think I've been like slowly coming out of that. So I don't have like a certain time frame, but definitely is there. It's something that I want, so it'll come.
Okay. For anyone listening out there, what do you want to say to any listeners and new fans? What do you want to convince them to like listen to Kristianna?
If you want to be in your feelings, you can always count on me for that. But also, wait, can you repeat the question?
What do you want to say to any fans or listeners out there?
Oh, thank you. I always appreciate people who are, supportive of me and the things that I love. It makes it worthwhile. So thank you for that.
So what's the importance of your local library?
Well, libraries hold a wealth of knowledge. I think that we got so comfortable with like technology and just having knowledge in the palm of our hand. But what happens if that was to go out? I think being able to know that you have that resource, there's a lot of things that you can take from coming to your local library and information you can find. And also, like, they have like things for the community, ways to be, further educated, things for the kids. So I think it's important for the community as well as like personal growth.
This is Aaron Hughes. I'm with Kristianna, and this is a 7 Aura series.
Thank you.
Yeah.